Joined now by the head coach of the North London Galaxy, James Welsh, winners of the Under-15 Girls Ontario Cup Championship. Sir, first off, congratulations.
Thank you.
It's a tremendous accomplishment just to get to this point. I'd like to start by just having you give your thoughts on how the game progressed today, and were you happy? Well, obviously you're happy, but what did you think of your team's performance?
Yeah, very happy to get the W for sure. Overall, it wasn't our greatest game, but I thought the girls worked hard and did enough, to hang in there against a tremendous team and do what we had to do to get the win, I guess, in penalties. But yeah, it's good.
You didn't seem to have the run of play for much of the game, but the goal in the second half certainly started to turn the emotions a little bit. Just talk a little bit about the goal and what happened in the second half as well.
Yeah, the first half we were kind of running around and just wasn't playing our game. Second half, we talked about some things we need to get back to, and I thought we started the second half well, started to put some pressure on them, and then eventually the goal came after some pressure. So it definitely settled us down the second half, and getting the goal, I think, made the girls get back to reality where they could win this game.
What did you say to your team at half? I mean, the first half, it wasn't that you were being overrun, but they certainly held the majority of the possession. It seemed like a different game in the second half. Emotions, nerves tend to play into big games like this. What did you say to your team at halftime?
Yeah, we said just get back to the basics. Win the first ball, and if you don't win the first one, win the second ball. We were watching too much in the first half, giving Stony Creek too much time on the ball, which is a team you don't want to do that with. So we just had to, everyone just do their own little job, win the battles, and everything else will fall into place. So.
Some teams like penalties, they prepare for penalties, they're good at penalties. Some teams hate them and they dread them. Just give us your thoughts on how things played out today and how your team reacts to those particular types of situations.
It's funny, I think one of the girls actually said this is the first time we've gone to penalties with me as their coach, so this is our third season together. I didn't know how they were going to react. I mean, they were confident. We practiced them, leading up to this, and when we asked who wanted to hit them, there was a lot of confidence in the shooters that wanted to take them, and Sierra's a tremendous goalie, and we knew she was going to stop one. We got another miss, so I think that helped us with the confidence too.
Stony Creek, we spoke to them just a few minutes ago, and they seemed to think that your goalie was pretty well prepared in that situation. Did you know ahead of time where their shooter shot? Was there any type of preparation like that?
No, I mean we work with her and we talk about tendencies of shooters, just general coaching things. Nothing, we had no knowledge of Stony Creek at all. But the one she did save is her strong side to go to, and I think she was pumped for it and everything. It was just a perfect timing for her. And then as a keeper, she saves one, then they're 10 feet tall after that, so I think it made it a lot harder for Stony Creek.
Yeah, how much does mental preparation play into situations like that, getting yourself psyched up and really believing what you do?
I think it's huge. I mean, we're dealing with 15-year-old girls who have a lot on their mind to begin with, so keeping them present and making sure that they're focusing on the game is always a year-round challenge. And we talked about it today. We talked about just letting everything go and, have no regrets. Don't look back on it tomorrow and think, man, I wish I paid more attention or I let something slip. So we really keyed on being that. And we know if we're as good as any team and we can play with anybody. We just didn't want to beat ourselves today. So I thought we did a good job of that.
Highlight a couple performances from your own squad's team, people that were standouts for you today.
I thought Sierra was good. Our goalie, kept us in there for sure. Our center back, Ivana Rozek, she's just so fast. Cleans up a lot of trouble for us, which was great. Mackenzie Edge, deadly, can be very aggressive, and our top three sometimes aren't the prettiest, but they cause a lot of problems. So I think that was our strength today, getting in behind and really just causing some problems for Stony Creek, which we know we have to do.
This tournament's incredibly tough. Like, some of the best teams in the province reside here, and to get as far as you've done is an accomplishment into itself. If you could just walk us through your journey through the Ontario Cup this year and what this tournament means to your club. Yeah,
I'd say our journey began last year when we failed to get out of our group. The girls thought they should have, we all thought we should have, and we didn't execute when we needed to. So, we started talking about it last year, and when it came to this group stage, I just thought we were better prepared. They wanted a little bit more, they had a taste of it, and so getting out of that group stage was fantastic. And then it just built from there. We you know, it was nice sometimes you get to play some new teams. You know, so when we did play, you know, Pickering and stuff, we hadn't seen them all year. They hadn't seen us, so that gets the girls up, you know, something to prove. And really, it just the confidence just grew game after game, and we saw it. And we had a tremendous semifinal, full of confidence, beat Ottawa 4-0. So, you know, coming into this, the girls had nothing but belief that they could do it for sure.
So what's next for this squad? It's not a nationals year this year, but it is
Correct.
Next year. Keeping the core of the group together. What's your plans going forward?
Yeah, so we're just going to finish off this season, and then yeah, we're just going to sit down, evaluate, and the girls are going to, you know, evaluate where they're at. But yeah, the majority of girls will be around, and yeah, it's just time to start training all over again.
Never stops.
Never stops.
It's been the head coach of the North London Galaxy, winners of the Under-15 Girls Ontario Cup Championship. James, thanks very much for joining us.
No problem. Thank you, guys.